Live right now.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, for anybody watching, we're here to, I'm going to turn this down. We're here to help Tyler with a personal missing person case that he's following right now. And I'm running Spiritus through the portal. I reviewed the case earlier. I've got some questions I'm going to be asking. And then Tyler is going to be asking his questions through my device. Then Rob is going to run his own equipment, asking the same questions I did. And then Tyler's going to ask questions that way. So we have a couple different things to compare against. And this is just for our own reference, our own thing. There's nobody being charged in anything in this. It's just an open missing person case right now.
Yes, sir. There's already an investigation going on. We have here in Oklahoma a Special Investigation Bureau called OSBI, and they're on it. They're working with Texas and all that stuff. But it's just so much stuff is iffy about this. This is a really good friend of mine of 8-9 years, and he's got a really, really deep backstory about him, and you know. I owe this, like I was saying, I owe this to him. And I told him I will always have his back, and I'll always, if something ever happens to him, I got him. So here it is, man.
And some of the questions, I'm going to repeat the same questions throughout, and I've got a reason that I do it that way.
Yeah, because you know, they need to work up their energy to talk, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've already meditated to my guides. If you want to help us and give us information where Richard may be, it'll be very helpful for us. Can you tell us where is Richard? Do you know where Richard is? Who knows where Richard is? Somebody knows where he's at. Do you know the name of who knows where he's at? Can you find that for us? Is Richard alive or dead? Do you know if Richard Hitchcock is alive or dead?
Alive? Did you hear alive too?
Have search teams been close to him? Have search teams already been near him?
What's really odd is that his last trace is in Texas.
Did the people helping him have anything to do with it? Picking up. The people who picked him up. Was there a mic again? Meth? Maybe. Did the people picking him up have something to do with him going missing? Who had his cell phone last? Who had his phone?
I heard a name in there.
Who saw Richard last? Who was the last person to see Richard? Was he kidnapped?
What was that whisper?
We're gonna have to listen back for sure. Was he kidnapped? I'm gonna hear it go. Mike?
Mike keeps popping up.
Did somebody take him against his will?
Yes.
Is Richard in Texas? Do they need to look for him in Texas? Is Richard alive or dead in Texas?
That didn't sound good.
Where is Richard?
So maybe he was alive in Oklahoma.
Did they even make it to the gas station? Mike.
Ooh, I got a weird chill on that one.
Did they even make it to the gas station?
Ooh. See, if you guys paid attention to the
Yeah, I'm trying to hear
the video,
all.
my eyes just flickered.
Okay.
Like
we don't want to miss what's in between. And then did they make it to the gas station?
Sounded like, yeah.
If he's passed, does he have any messages he would like to relay?
help him.
What messages would Richard like to say? Where is Richard Hitchcock?
Okay.
Where can we find him? Is Richard alive or dead? Does the cartel have anything to do with it?
Yes. Lies.
And if he's dead, how did he die? Is Richard alive or dead? All right, and that's why it's going to be important that we also have Rob so we can compare, because we're getting kind of back, you know? So Tyler,
yeah, you've been repeating the same question and the same validations over and over too. I've been noticing that.
So what were you saying about your eyes earlier?
Oh, when I was feeling the chill, my eyes, like you can see my eyes go off to the side a little bit, almost like it was getting pulled from me with that question.
Oh,
Like I
wow.
felt an out of body experience with it, almost.
Wow.
It was a weird feeling. I get those chills every now and then when I can start feeling like my energy being pulled during certain questions.
Yeah. So if you want to just ask some things, and then we'll hand it to Rob.
All right. Where's Richard? Where's Thug Rich at? We need him on this. We want to find him. We want to know if he's okay or not. It's your boy. Who's Richard's strongest angel that was in his life and followed him? Hey, Rich, what's wrong? What happened to Richard?
Just heard that again.
Me too.
God?
Dead.
Is his body in the woods? Where's his? Where are you, Richard?
Are you in the desert?
Wedged? Who? Richard, where are you wedged between? What are you wedged between there, Richard? Were you sobering up your life? Were you falling to relapse? It's hard where he's from. It's hard life. Richard, how did we meet? Where did we meet? Yep, I just heard it. Did you hear that? Did you hear Tylor then tree?
I'm not sure, but I wasn't. I didn't catch it, but
I caught the Tylor for a minute, and then it said tree. I don't want to say he's gone. You know, I don't want to say that because this could be anything. But I hope this is help for you, Richard. I hope everything's okay with you. This is really weird to talk to, but at the same time, this is what this is for, to help. We're here to help, and if you're out there, please communicate with us, and let us help OSBI find you. Sooner you can get home, the better. Your family can sleep.
okay. Does anybody or any guides have any messages to deliver to Tylor, and then Rob, and then you can talk to Rob's? Is there anything that we need to know that will help?
It went you with them.
What do we need to know to find him? Rock or rock?
Can you tell us the city that you're in that we can find you?
She heard wedged also. I don't know where the comments are. Yeah, I heard God twice.
He was really deep in his faith. But he lived a pretty he spent some time in the penitentiary.
There it is.
Well, hey, Richard, if you're there, what's your daughter's name? Ooh. There's that like shout again.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this phone down and pass this to Rob. I'm gonna count down in 3 if you want to count with me.
All right.
3,
3,
2, 1.
wait, right over there.
Thank
Trying to point at
you.
you, Rob.
All right, I'm going to ask the same questions, pretty much the same questions again, with a different box. Maybe.
That was a lot of stuff. Even with that, as much jibber jabber was coming out, there was still a lot of validation.
I think it said his name at one point.
Yeah, I heard Richard kind of in the beginning.
That's some heavy stuff. It's always harder to work on personal cases.
Yeah.
When it's really close to home, it's really hard sometimes, just ask those tough questions. You don't want those answers, but you got to get them. Once I get me a solder gun, I'm going to work on, I got me 3 amps that I picked up. They're like little tiny speakers. And I'll link them all up to the amp.
I accidentally just shared the wrong flyer with this link. That'll be tight.
Okay, do y'all hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Man, I've had a day of technical issues. All right.
Again, this was last minute. I do appreciate everything. This is really nice of y'all. Thank you.
The sensation.
All right, I'm going to ask the spirits if they can help us find out some information about Tyler's friend Richard. Can you tell us where is Richard? Does anyone know where Richard is?
Back.
Turn up a little bit. Rob.
Can you tell us if he's alive or dead?
We were there. My life. Right. She said.
That
Have
Did
the
it say wreck?
Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. Have the search teams been close to finding him?
To the end. Tell me. They compare.
Did the people helping him have anything to do with him disappearing?
Stop.
Can you tell us who? Can you tell us who had his cell phone last?
Mike? I just heard Mike, or like that last
Did she say something with him?
no.
Can you tell us who had his cell phone last?
No.
Sounded like
All right.
Yeah. Was he kidnapped?
So like. Tylor, is that too much? The
Problems.
told me that.
Is Richard in Texas?
Just then the fire went out.
Paired.
Say.
Paris? Did I hear pear? Like Paris?
It sounded like that.
That's like a little itty bitty cotton town. Would make sense.
If he ran out of gas, did the people that helped him, did they make it to the gas station?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was video surveillance of him there.
Oh, there was?
I thought there wasn't. Didn't that what the article say? There's surveillance of him at the gas station, but after that, his trace went cold
Oh.
because when they got to Texas, his phone was deactivated. Like the location was disabled.
Oh, really? Yeah, I just heard it just last ping in Texas.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what they meant is the last little trace of him.
Well, that was the last time that they, yeah.
Because you can be traced all the way until unless you take that enable.
Prop.
Okay. With your new light, just to make sure that
And the curious thing is they followed the footsteps until the footsteps disappeared. Why did the footsteps disappear? Because he was picked up in a car?
Mm-hmm.
If they made it to the gas station, can you tell us where they went after that?
Choose.
Well,
portray
map.
that they
Say car.
It is.
Did he get robbed when he was filling the gas tank up?
came out. Meanings of this
Sit.
reading.
Went up.
Go off. Suck.
Hey.
6.
Can you tell us where Richard Hitchcock is?
Sit.
Needs to practice.
Problems. Roll.
And
Did it say English? English? Like Spanish?
I'm not sure.
Kind of sounded that way.
Nope.
Then.
Pat.
Where should they look to find Richard?
awesome.
Then.
Comings. Here, Jim.
Food.
Richard?
No.
Can you tell us?
Ooh,
What did that say?
it said Richard tell them you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, no.
Can you tell us if Richard is alive or dead?
Family.
Family.
6.
Oh.
His family's looking for him.
3. Went up.
It's intuition.
Yeah, ooh. Yes, I'm using my intuition. Woo.
Heard that.
Uh,
Did the cartel have anything to do with Richard's disappearance?
Sass.
Low.
no. Was it somebody that you knew?
Run.
Mike?
I heard Mike
And
several
went.
times.
Yeah, and I thought I heard Richard. Mike.
Mike again.
Who is Mike?
What's
Take cards.
come on, man. You're a powerful spirit. You're a powerful soul. You use all your energy in this right now and give us a full name.
Muni.
Muni.
Then 7. Keep them.
Will be.
Ooh.
Listen.
Woo. We got it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know that name. It said Mooney, right?
I heard that.
Yeah.
In a rock. Well, or was it Moody? It was Moody. I heard Moody.
We'll have to listen back, definitely.
Where should we look for Richard?
Please.
Where should the search team look for him?
For pentacles.
Commence.
I keep hearing help. Command.
You awaken.
One. I
Almost. Try. It's the same one.
feel ready.
Get any more questions?
Are you at peace?
That's it.
I'm sure you're not, but you know, at the same time, you're able to see your daughter now. But I don't want to believe you're dead yet. We're gonna find you, dude.
Wouldn't that?
Four.
For the law.
For the law,
Priestess. High.
Song.
my princess.
You went into your light.
All right, now Richard, use all your energy again now. Tell us where we can find you. Just like you used that you gave us a full name. That was Mike. That was a full name, dude.
Yeah.
Hey.
And the rest. It's wild and increase your fears.
Does Richard or anybody that knows anything about him have any more messages for Tyler?
It is on him.
One day I want it's the one
One day we'll see each other.
for you. Me. So just
Nice.
Just
Oi.
No.
Lastly, what?
Okay, we're going to power down in a moment because we have a lot to review. If there's something that we need to know that will help find you, can somebody let us know?
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Yes.
Earl.
See
You.
He said, "Did you hear that?" It said, first it said, "Hi, babe.
Yes.
You're cute." I know you heard that too, Rob.
I was thinking, did I just hear that?
I was hoping it wasn't going to start getting like last time. So I already heard a few questionable things. I heard the PUSSY word in the middle of one of the things.
Yeah,
I was like,
Just creep.
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 Someone else.
Was it?
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Are they going around and talking about us?
I think
I
so.
mean, anytime I run a ghost box, it gets weird.
I guess
Take.
I hate to ask the question. What do you think of me?
Earlier, I could have swore they said something about weird or weirdo, like, and I thought they were talking about one of us.
World Web of Weird.
I just heard my name.
I heard Rob. Rob was the weirdo you're talking about?
Yep.
That's why I like you.
I own it.
We can all be weird together.
I fly my freak flag proudly.
It was a what? Trap.
All right. Any last messages before we turn this off?
I'll figure this out again, dude.
And we'll listen back to this, and if we hear anything that sounds relevant or we hear, the same
Yeah.
information, then we'll do a follow-up and narrow it down. But thank you, spirits, that helped.
Yeah.
Thank you, spirits.
Gonna count it down from 5,
Next.
4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we'll have to go back and
Well,
do this again.
Well, okay. So like our train down here, we have the when it's talking, because it's saying like I see some of the messages, like the messages saying he's in a tree or a rock. Our train here, we have the Wichita Mountains that surround Oklahoma, and they're one of the oldest mountain ranges. Glaciers came through and flattened them out pretty much. But anyways,
Does it connect
it's rock.
Texas?
Yes, and it connects to Texas, and well, there's a bunch of valleys and small towns, mainly cotton and wheat towns, and yeah, they're filled with a lot of behind the scenes of this country. So, I'm definitely gonna listen to that. So, that was a lot to take in.
Cool.
All right.
Hopefully there's something in there that helps. And Jennifer and Debbie, thanks for commenting what you guys are hearing too. If you didn't catch it, we're running this for Tylor. It's a friend of his that went missing over a week ago, or about a week.
Last week, yeah.
It was the 9th, I think. November 9th
Yeah.
was the last time.
And I just found this out today, and the town is kind of upside down. It's just a town of like 3, 4, I think about 6,000 people or so, with an Air Force base. And yeah, 11/11. It's 1/11 here.
So make a wish that we hope Richard gets found safe and sound and brought home.
I hope we find him. Well, appreciate everything.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Well,
And
back
we'll
to
be on Paranormal Soup tomorrow night, and then another Weird Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm ready for it.